I accidentally discovered my boss and married coworker's affair. I've been working as an executive assistant for 3 years, and I thought I knew the office dynamics pretty well. My boss David has always been professional, and Jessica from accounting seemed like the perfect suburban mom, always talking about her kids' soccer games and posting family photos. Last Tuesday, I had to retrieve some contracts from David's office after everyone had left. I have a key since I sometimes work late organizing his files. When I unlocked his door, I heard voices coming from his private bathroom, definitely not business conversation. I realized what was happening and tried to leave quietly, but I knocked over his coffee mug trying to grab the files quickly. The voices stopped, and a few seconds later, David and Jessica both came out looking completely mortified. None of us said anything for what felt like forever. Jessica's lipstick was smudged and David was still tucking in his shirt. Jessica started crying and asking me not to tell anyone, especially her husband Mike. She kept saying it was a huge mistake and would never happen again. David looked panicked and kept running his hands through his hair. Finally, he just said we should all pretend this never happened and that discretion was important for everyone involved. I grabbed my files and left without saying anything. The next day at work, both of them were acting completely normal, like nothing had happened. But I started noticing things I'd missed before: how Jessica always volunteered for projects that required working closely with David, how they both happened to work late on the same nights, how she got that promotion last month even though Tom had more experience. Jessica's husband Mike comes to our office holiday parties, and he seems like such a nice guy. He always brings homemade cookies and asks about everyone's families. Meanwhile, David's fiancée Claire is planning their wedding for next spring and talks about wanting to start a family right away. I've been losing sleep over this. Part of me thinks it's not my business and I should stay out of it. But another part of me feels like Mike and Claire deserve to know the truth. Plus, the favoritism is affecting other people's careers, and that's not fair either. I keep going back and forth about what to do. Yesterday, I overheard David telling Jessica that they needed to be more careful, which suggests this isn't stopping anytime soon. Should I tell their spouses or mind my own business? Comment your advice. Follow for updates on what I decide to do.